In this quick lesson, I'm going to show you how to make contingency tables in Excel 2007 for the PC. This is Dr. Myers, and I'm course lead for Biostatistics 322 at National University. So I'm going to go through a quick example for you with some sample data, some very small data set, and how to create these tables. So of course in statistics we call these contingency tables or cross-tabulation tables, and Excel calls them pivot tables. These are easily done with Excel's pivot table function. So I'll go through those with you today. So looking at the data here, let's look at a sample data set of a study of 12 patients taking vitamin C. So how do we make a contingency table for this data? Basically we have 6 people who took vitamin C, 6 people who took a sugar pill, 1 person got a cold in the vitamin C group, and 4 people got a cold in the sugar pill group. So no matter how we code the data, so if we say 1 is they got a cold and 2 says that they did not, or if we put in yes or no's, that's basically our data that we want to put into Excel. So in Excel it's fairly easy. We're going to click on Insert Pivot Table. So I'll go through that with you. So basically in this sheet I put in the data for you. So again, here's the groups of the data we saw. Again, there's 6 people in the vitamin C group, only 1 person got a cold, and we have 6 people in our sugar pill group with 4 people getting a cold. So how do we set this data up into a pivot table or crosstabs table so we can look at it and also get our percent of what's in each group and our percent totals? Well, very easily in Excel, once we have the data, you can click anywhere in the data set and click Insert Pivot Table. And the Create Pivot Table dialog box pops up. It automatically will select our data range, but if not, you can drag over that data including the labels, and it's going to put the table inside the existing worksheet. We click OK, and that brings up the pivot table field list in Excel. So then all we have to do is click on whatever column totals we wanted to use. In this case we are going to use both the group and the cold status, and you can see as I click on these it's starting to create the pivot table already. So in statistics we always put the dependent variable into the rows, so that's what we're going to do on our table, and it's already here in our row label. There's our cold status, which is our dependent variable, our response variable. Remember, the group that they're in is the independent variable, so we're going to put that in the column heading. And again, you see the table changing. Again, our outcome variable, our dependent variable cold status, we're going to drag over to our summation of values. That's going to give us our counts. And now you see that the table's already created. So very quickly, we're already done making our contingency table. Now what's left is we want to kind of make this more readable to put into our Word document and to make more sense out of it. So one easy way to do this is just to drag over the table, right click and copy it, and just paste it down below, because once we do that we can then put in our percent totals. When we do our pasting here, again we're going to do a paste special, so we just right click, select paste special, it calls up that dialog box, and let's just click on values just to bring the numbers down. That way we get rid of all the formulas used in the pivot table up above. So now when we click here, now we have our pivot table. So we can go ahead and change our labels, make them more for what we want for our table. So again, this would be cold status. And again, you can change these however you want to make your table look good. So that's cold status, yes or no. We can kind of rearrange the table here and do some formatting changes to make it look nicer. And now we have our data set up so it's a little bit more readable, that we can cut and paste into our Word document. Now to put in the percent totals, you can do this in the field setup or the field function in Excel, or you can do them here in the graph. So all we do again is just insert an entire row, and then we can put in our percent formula for Excel. So we just say equals if we want to put in these formulas. So say we want the total here, so we say that this number divided by the total, and here we know that there's 12 subjects, hit return, and now we've got our percentages. And again, we can reformat these cells by right-clicking Format Cells, Percentage, and change the decimal places. So now we've put in our percent totals for each one. And you can replicate these into all the cells, including your percent total, and then you're done. You can copy and paste your cross-tabulation table into Word.